Hey guys, Ralph here, and welcome to True Power Trumpet Fitness on this magnificent Monday here in Connecticut. Life is good, man. How's your weekend? How was your weekend? Mine was great. Mine was absolutely outstanding. Got a very, very busy day today. I got to get this up. And yeah, great story under the heading of The Tone Will Tell You. Okay? Anyway, I know I've referred to this before. I have never done an entire video based on this, but it comes in with everything that we've been talking about, about The Tone Will Tell You. So anyway, let's see what we got. I have done some kettlebell. I have done some spit buzzing. Let's see what we got. Anyway, what a warm-up. Salamone. What's that mouthpiece, man? It's a trick. It's a trick. No, it is absolutely extraordinary, that 1SB. Actually, I just sold out my inventory. I have more coming. But guys, listen. Guys, if you don't have a 1SB, I don't know what else to tell you at this point. I really don't. If you don't have your kettlebells, can lead a horse to water, can't make them drink. I'll tell you, they are flying off the stage. They're not flying off the shelves because there's no shelves. It's an ebook. But the sales are wonderful, don't get me wrong. But the thing that's so amazing, every single one of them gets back to me almost within minutes. Within minutes of getting the book and putting it to use. And every single one of them can't believe how great it is. Every single one of them. So anyway, to the thumbnail. You saw Maurice and my favorite chop picture of all time. And this involves Maurice, and is one of the coolest stories I ever heard. Okay, and it ties into exactly what we're doing. Jerry told me this story, I'm going to say 15 times, okay? And I never cut him off. I never said, yeah, he told me, Jerry. I never say that because I love this story. John Ware told me this story 3 times, 4 times, doesn't matter how many. Now, he and Jerry knew each other. It's a good thing, it's a good chance one of the other, they knew each other quite well. John Ware studied with him, and Jerry saved his career. But, what was I going to say? So it's possible one of them got it from the other. Whatever. This is, and when you're talking Jerry and John Ware, it's pretty much fact. Okay? It doesn't have to be myth. This I trust those two. Okay? Anyway, here we go. It was 1955, and all through the house, not a creature was. It was 1955. Okay? And Maurice had graduated from the Paris Conservatory with high honors from Raymond Sabarish, the great legendary teacher at the Paris Conservatory. He was playing lead trumpet with the Paris Circus, as well as lead trumpet with the Paris Opera. I mean, this guy was going to have a job for life no matter what he did. Okay? But Sabarish thought he had another level. And Lord knows, we heard, he certainly did. And he suggested he enter this International Trumpet Symposium in Geneva, Switzerland. Okay? There was a lot of trumpet players there, and I'll get to that in a minute, but it wasn't just open to all just trumpet players. It was an international music competition. Okay? Now, it has been since been called, I'm not sure if it is still in existence, it has since, years later, it has been since called the Maurice Andre competition. Maybe just by trumpet players. I don't know if they officially changed the name, but every 4 or 5 years they would have this competition worldwide. And they go, and the winner, the grand prize winner, we get $10,000, which was quite a chunk of change back then, and a recording contract with a leading European label. I'm not sure if it's Deutsche Grammophon, but whatever, it doesn't matter, because it certainly happened. So anyway, it's the day, 1955, it was the day of this competition, the trumpets. And all you band directors out there, and all you kids that have done All-State and all this sort of stuff, and anybody that's ever been to an ITG or clinic or something like that, conference, knows what I'm talking about. All the trumpet players were put in one room. It was a big room, but it was one room to warm up. There's no private, warm-up room or anything. Everybody's in one room, and you can imagine the cacophony going on, right? You can't hear a thing, okay? If you've ever been to these ITG conferences, the vendors all have one room where they have all their trumpets out and all their mouthpiece out and all their mutes and all this sort of stuff. And everybody just goes around and tries them. And you can, oh please, the noise. That's all it is noise. Anyway, so this is what's going on in the trumpet room. Everybody's, looking over the shoulder. That sounds good, that sounds good. There might be 40, 50 guys there. Okay? Anyway, about 5 minutes before the auditions start, the door opens and this short, fat little Frenchman comes running in with a raincoat. Okay? He's in a tizzy because he's late. He's late for a very important date, right? He's late. So he comes in, he's got a raincoat on, he throws his raincoat on the floor, okay? Takes out his C trumpet, that's what they mostly play in France even now, and plays from a low C scale, rip, whatever you want to call it, to a double C on a C trumpet, which is the D above double C. Okay? All of a sudden, the cacophony stopped cold, like the parting of the Red Sea. And Johnny and Jerry tell me, half the guys packed up and left. Okay? Half the guys packed up and left. Why? Because Maurice's tone told them they had no chance. None. No chance. Now, guys, that comes into what we're saying. The tone will tell you. What do you think grabs you by the shirt when you listen to somebody say, oh my God, that is amazing. When you first heard Maynard, what was it? High notes, sure. When you first heard Harry James, Horst Fischer, Maurice. No, guys, it was the tone. The center of tone, the sizzle of tone. That's why Harry Glantz, Mel Broyles, Herseth, Harry James, for the most part, guys, they all sounded the same. And that is exactly what everybody heard in Munich when Maurice did that. Now, he did not dazzle them with technique, which he could have. He probably did later on. But what freaked everybody out was his tone. And once again, if that double C came out and sounded like 90% of the garbage you hear on the internet, nobody would have left. They said, I got this guy, right? No, the tone was right. They knew they had no chance. They packed up and left. Now, is that myth? Is that legend? Maybe part of it, but it's not too far from true. Guys, you can hear it. You can hear it a mile away. Guys, Miles Davis, you knew that he was a great jazz artist, but the chops weren't great. You know that. Wynton Marsalis, you listen to him. Great. The chops aren't right. Louis Armstrong, that early stuff from New Orleans, incredible. You knew the chops were right. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. I don't have to use, but that's one of my favorite stories of all time. Jerry loved telling it. John Ware loved telling it. I told it to Vacchiano. He didn't want to hear it. He wasn't a big fan of Maurice. I never understood. Well, I do understood that, but different video. Anyway, that's that. Guys, eat and drink fruits and vegetables and live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. Love you all.